everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be diving into my basket of empties here and talk about what the Rowberries have been getting through over the last week, because yes, it is time. Another week has already flown by, so it is time to talk about what we have been getting through. Before we dive into the basket, I figured I'd give you a couple of disclaimers. Disclaimer number one, my boy Ranger, my dog, is in here in the room with us today. He's just snoozing right next to me on the ground, so I didn't want to wake him up and boot him out of here. So I figured I would just give the disclaimer that you might hear some moaning and groaning during this video. God forbid if there is a delivery truck of any sort, any shape, color, anything that drives by the house, there might be a barking fit. So fingers, toes, and eyes crossed that he can just stay cozy and comfortable taking his little afternoon snooze during the duration of this video. The other disclaimer, this gets asked every single time I share what I have been warming. So I figured instead of finishing off the video with this information, I'll go ahead and start the video with this information. I get through a lot of wax. There's some of you who put me to shame with how much wax you get through, but I do get through a pretty good portion of wax each and every week. I have a lot of warmers. So a lot of questions that come in is, oh my gosh, how do you get through this much wax? How many warmers do you have? How often are you changing out your wax? And it really does vary, both the numbers of warmers that I have as well as when I'm changing out my wax, because I do switch out my warmers from time to time. So seasonally I do, and just when I'm feeling like, hey, you know what, I think I want to put a different warmer in this spot. I have a lot of warmers, so I do switch them out. Or if I'm like, hey, I think I want to add a warmer over here. So like things will change quite a bit from over time. In fact, I am due to do my next like winter warmer tour, since all of my holiday specific warmers are down for the season. Look forward to that. Hopefully within the next like week, I think I'll be able to do another walkthrough with you so you guys can see what warmers are out for the rest of the winter season until I bring out some of my spring warmers. So with all of that, I have currently right now like 2021 warmers out right now throughout my house. And I change out my wax typically every like 2-3 days, but sometimes there's scents that give me no performance, or maybe I just get a day's use out of it. So if I can't smell it anymore, I'm changing it out. So that's just kind of the rhyme and reason to me changing out my wax. And also just be aware that like while I may be warming like one set of fragrance, I say set just because this is like a mixture. I may warm one scent in one room, like here in this room, and then I'll warm something completely different in the like main area of the house, and then something different in our bedroom, and then something different in the bathrooms, and something different in Shawn's office. So just keep that in mind, that like this isn't like some of these things are going all at the same time. So I know it looks like a lot. It is. And like I said, I know some of you put me to shame with how much wax you get through, and it makes me feel better about things. So before we dive into my basket here, something that I have decided to do because I want to remember the mixtures is I actually pull out the mixtures that I had done, so that way I'm not just like grabbing clamshells and forgetting what I actually mixed with, because as the week goes on and I'm pulling out my basket and adding to it, it gets like kind of jumbled. So we're gonna start with the mixes for the week, and all of these mixes I actually went in more like full detail on my Mix With Me series. So if you haven't had a chance to check that video out or that series out yet, I will either link it down below or I'll put a card here on the top of the screen for you to check out. So I'm just going to talk about what I warmed, what I mixed. These were all suggestions and they were all total winners. So the first mix we're going to talk about is Jammy Time and Silver Bells. This was such a great mix, really, really nice. Definitely not a mix that I would have ever thought about trying, but this was a really, really great one. So went through with that mix. And then this one was suggested because I decided to do a mix with Oodles of Orange, which is my husband's favorite scent, and it was kind of a flop. Like, he didn't hate it. I had done, it was Oodles of Orange and Almond Croissant, and I really, really enjoyed it, but Shawn was just like, yeah, or you could just not mix it. So what did I do? Went with another mix. So mixed oodles of orange with Squeeze the Day. By the way, these mixes are 1 cube to 1 cube in the same warmer. So anytime I'm doing that Mix With Me series, it's always mixed in the same warmer. But this was a hit for sure. So really, really nice. It was a citrus, fabulous medley that was absolutely approved by Shawn for sure. So that was a really good mix. And then we have 2 different mixes, including Vanilla Waves. And this one was suggested to do Coconut Cotton and Vanilla Waves. And this was a really, really nice mixture as well. Again, not one I ever would have thought about mixing because the Coconut Cotton, man, it's good. It's really good on its own. It is like, it's a perfect balance between coconut, where like a lot of that coconut's shining through, but then you do have just the slightest hint of just like clean laundry. It's really, really nice. And then adding in the Vanilla Waves was just, it was a fantastic mix. So that was really, really great as well. The winning mix that even Shawn really enjoyed was Vanilla Waves and Sugar. So we really, really enjoyed this mix for sure. Had this mix going in the bedroom and Shawn was like, man, this is really nice. This is really, really nice. It definitely gives you some like boardwalk vibes. Really, really good. I love it. I mean, Sugar smells like, well, it smells like Aquilina's Pink Sugar. It smells like a perfumey cotton candy scent. But then mixing it with Vanilla Waves just gives you more of that like bakery vibe, and it's got kind of like a salty essence to it, which is really nice. So this one was the winning mix of the week for sure. So that was fantastic. Okay, now just diving into my basket, and we warmed just as they are here. Okay, let's talk about, oh yes. Let's talk about some Valentine's Day bars. So I haven't warmed through the Clementine Blossom bar just yet, but I did warm through the other 2. And let me tell you, I am pleasantly surprised. I was really, really afraid that these were going to be very, very weak fragrances. Now, they're not powerhouses by any stretch of the imagination, but they're a good, solid, medium scent throw. And I'm here for it. They are both really beautiful scents. So we've got Starburst Sky. Again, this comes in a 3-bar bundle for our Valentine's Day collection, available only while supplies last. And this is a really nice cotton candy scent. It's really, really fun and sweet, and I really, really enjoy this. So Starburst Sky, again, I was pleasantly surprised. I was really worried that this was going to be, I'll be honest, I was afraid it was gonna be a dud, a total dud. I actually had this going, I thought, okay, I'm gonna warm this in smaller spaces. So I had it going in our guest room as well as in my little cubby area, and then in the bathrooms. And they actually it did really well. It did really well. I was really surprised because when I would walk by my office / cubby area, I could definitely smell it, and I wasn't like right next to the warmer or anything. So I was really pleasantly surprised with that. So Starburst Sky, definitely a win. Pink Sunshine. So Pink Sunshine, again, another one in the Valentine's Day collection. This one's interesting because this one is sweet. There's apple in this. There is some like perfumey notes. And then when it's warming, this one changes a little bit when it's warming. When this one's warming, it kind of gives me some earthy green vibes that are released. Like kind of similar to Flower Shop. Like I was surprised, like I walked in because I had this going in the bedroom and I'm like, wait a minute, where is this green coming from? Like it smelled very earthy and green, which I wasn't really expecting. And I don't necessarily love it. It's good, but I definitely thought that Pink Sunshine was going to have my heart just smelling on cold. But Starburst Sky definitely wins so far. Like I said, I still have to warm the 3rd bar, Clementine Blossom, but so far the winner is Starburst Sky for sure. So, but they're good. They're really good. And I have ordered my Valentine's Day stuff is about to arrive. So we are going to be doing a haul together here pretty soon. I mean, I ordered a few of these Valentine's Day bundles and I'm going to enjoy them for sure, but like Pink Sunshine, is it going to be club worthy for me like I initially thought it might be? I don't know. I kind of don't think so, just based on the warming experience, but it's good. It's good for sure. But there is, let me comment down below if you have tried this. Do you get like a green, like grassy or leafy kind of scent that comes out when you warm it? Let me know. It's kind of interesting. But Starburst Sky, woo, fantastic. Okay, ooh, this is what we should talk about. The highlight of my life. The highlight of my week for sure is definitely the scent of the month. Your girl here did not mess around when it came to my whiff box and getting the scent of the month sample for February. Pink coconut. Oh my goodness. So I warmed through my little tester sample situation here of the pink coconut. I wasted no time. I was like, yep, I know exactly where this is gonna go. I put it in my little cubby area that is my office. And it's perfect. It's so good, you guys. Even just the sample, it performed fantastic, and it's a beautiful fragrance. I love it. I love it even more when it was warming, and I could smell it when I was walking by, and it's so good. It's so good. I am super happy with the pink coconut scent of the month for February, and my consultant kit cannot get here fast enough. It is so good. Okay, let's talk about, well, no, we'll save the pods for last. We'll just talk about some other random things that we have going on here. I got through 2 bars of from the Chase Rainbows wax collection that is no longer the red bar. Oh, so good. This scent, this is one of the things that I love so much about scents that I wind up falling in love with, and I add them to my club, and then you kind of, I don't know, especially for scents like this that are very, this is strawberry and watermelon. So I am, gosh, it's so good. This is so good. This is not one that I reach for during the fall and winter months, right? So I am not like, if I'm feeling pumpkin, I'm not reaching for my fruity bars, right? So when I am feeling like, you know what, yeah, some strawberry sounds good, some watermelon sounds good, this sounds fruity, this sounds fun, this sounds sweet, this sounds like something that I'm totally feeling like right now, then I put it in my warmers. I'm like, yes, this is why I added it to my Scentsy club. I'm like, it's so good, and it's so strong. It's amazing. I love this. So I had this going throughout the entire like main living area of the house, and it's funny because we had a repair guy that came. He came into the house and he could not stop commenting on how good it smelled. He was like, it smells so good in here. He's like, what is that? Oh, Ranger left. Ranger's done. He's like, peace out. It's so good. It's fantastic. This just solidifies why I have this in my club and the fact that it will remain there because, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's watermelon and strawberries, and it's juicy and it's sweet and it's strong, and I love it so very much. So got through that. Those 2 bars, by the way. I got through one of my, from the All Is Well wax collection, the Vitamin S or Soothe bar. This is just a nice, fresh, clean scent that I had going in our mudroom, in the bathrooms, and it was really nice. So just your kind of standard, fresh, clean, aquatic, beachy kind of scent. Really nice. Okay, what else did I have going? Also grabbed some more from my club here. Blackberry Meringue. I got through 2 of my bars of Blackberry Meringue, and this is one that I do always love, and this is like the perfect winter, spring, summer bakery scent because it's not super spicy, super heavy, super buttery, if that makes sense, that I usually tend to crave more towards like the fall and like holiday time. This is your more like fresh, fruity bakery scent, and it's so nice. So love that. Got through 2 of my bars of Blackberry Meringue. Let's see here. I did get through some Bring Back My Bars, so why don't we talk about those? I feel bad because I'm talking about a bunch of bars that you can't get anymore. Is this? Okay, this is, okay. These are all of my I got through a whole 3 bars from Bring Back My Bar. Bring Back My Bar is currently available through the month of December. I will be warming through a lot more of my Bring Back My Bars in the coming week and 2 weeks and stuff. It's hard for me to warm just 1 bar at a time unless it's in like one specific room. But if I'm wanting something to go throughout the like main living area, I'm gonna need more than 1 bar, and so I needed to order them. So you'll be seeing a lot more Bring Back My Bar warming here in the coming weeks. So I did get through one of my Bring Back My Bars of Melon and Apple Granita. So dang good. I love this, and it is so strong. That is the one thing. There is only 1 scent so far. I know there's 3, but there's only 1 scent so far that I think is going to be a flop out of all. Well, in terms of performance, there is 1 scent that's just not my cup of tea or smoothie. It's just not for me, and that's totally fine. But in terms of performance, only one of the 3 was a womp womp, but Melon Apple Granita was so dang good. I had it going here in this room, and you could smell it like down the hall for days. It was really, really good. Love this. It is sweet, it is fruity, it is melony. I love it. So Melon and Apple Granita currently available for Bring Back My Bar. I also got through a bar of Apple Press, which was delightful as well. This is a really great, just straight apple scent. It's fantastic. And this is another really good strong scent too. So if you love a good apple scent, you like it nice and strong, Apple Press is the way to go. The womp womp for me, which is so sad because this is like one of my first ever Scentsy bars that I ever purchased, was Flirtatious. And I couldn't even smell it. I couldn't smell it at all. I had it going in our bedroom. I had an entire bar going in our master bedroom. We don't have an enormous master bedroom, so I had it going in 3 warmers. I couldn't smell it at all. So it makes me sad. It makes me sad. So Flirtatious, big dang ol' womp for me, but I hope it performs for you, for anyone who was able to pick it up. It's still currently available while I'm recording this, but if it sounds like something you might like, just know that when you purchase it, it might, I don't know. For me, I couldn't even smell it on day 1, so that was a sad day for me. Okay, I think just 2 bars. Yeah, I got through 2 bars of Banana Berry. So you can tell I was definitely feeling the fruity vibes this week. So Banana Berry had that going really, really nice. It's strawberries and bananas. And I decided to pull this out because we just got a dehydrator, and so we decided we were gonna make banana chips. It takes a long time to make banana chips. If you didn't know, now you know. And so because we were making the banana chips, I was like, oh, okay, am I gonna pull out banana nut bread? And so I'm like going through and I'm like, oh, let's do banana berry because it's bananas and strawberries. And so there's my rhyme or reason for pulling this out. Really fun. It's strawberries and bananas, and it's one of Shawn's favorites. He really, really likes this. So it's fun and fruity, and we were making banana chips. So the instructions on our dehydrator situation tells us if we're gonna make banana chips, it should take like 8 hours on the medium setting. We're on like day 3 of dehydrating. We're almost there. I think by the end of the night tonight, we should be good. But we went with the instructions, and they were dried out, but they weren't like, there was still a lot of moisture in there. So we were like, okay, let's do it for a little bit longer. So we're on like day 3 of like off and on dehydrating these banana chip situations. Comment below if you have a dehydrator. I'm having fun with it for sure. We're gonna make some jerky. We're gonna make some apple chips. It's gonna be a blast. So looking forward to that. Okay, so also got through a couple of bars here of sea salt and avocado. Hope this one comes back for the spring and summer season because this is just a really great, fresh, clean scent. It's green and it's so funny because when this scent was first released, I thought, because this was actually released as a spring brick promotion where This is when they had, gosh, there was like a basil one or rosemary or something. I think, was Peach and White Amber in that one too? I think Peach and White Amber was in that one. Anyways, I remember reading the name of this and I'm like, why would I want my house to smell like a salad? But it's so good. There is like this green sweet avocado note in here that's like creamy, but then there's also like a citrusy scent to this as well that just, it's really, really nice. It's really nice and it's fresh and clean without having to be lemon or beachy, if that makes sense. So sea salt and avocado, I got through 2 of my bars there. You can tell I was definitely feeling like, okay, I'm done with the heavy like holiday scents. I'm ready for fresh and clean and fruity. And here we are again. So aloe water and cucumber. This is a great fresh and clean scent for sure. This is fantastic. And you would think aloe water and cucumber, that's not going to be very strong. This is a really strong scent, at least in my experience. And I will always remember my very first experience with this scent. They actually had it going in the like registration area for Scentsy World Tour, which is our springtime convention, and it filled the entire like registration area, and I was just like, I must know what this scent is. It's so good, and I will always remember that because I was just like, really, like aloe water and cucumber, which you wouldn't think would be a strong scent, but it's strong without it being overwhelming. It's strong without it being overwhelming, and it's fresh and clean and sweet, and it's fantastic. So love it for this time of year. Aloe water and cucumber. The last bar we're going to talk about is the graduation bar. So this one was from the Moment by Moment wax collection. This one's actually currently in the clearance section. I'm shocked that it's still in the clearance section. I think this is a fantastic scent. It's so good and it's so different. It's fruity and sweet, but then there is like this creamy vanilla that's introduced to it as well, and it's so, so nice. It's so good, and this is another really great performer as well. It is in my club, but it is also available in the clearance section, so if you wanted to pick some up at a discount, the clearance section is just like while supplies last, so it's not something that, you know, they typically restock, but highly recommend. It's so dang good. It's actually in my monthly club because I love it that much. It's so good. Okay, let's talk about some pods, shall we? I definitely swapped out some pods here. So in my little office cubby area where when I had the pink cotton fabulousness for February going, when I had that going, I was like, okay, first I just let this go, just this wax sample by itself. I just let that go so I could really like experience it and see how it performs. And then when I'm kind of like done working for the day pretty much, I'll turn that warmer off, but then I still want to have some fragrance going in there. So I have our wall fan diffuser going in that little like cubby area, and I wanted it to still be a complimentary scent. So I had Christmas Cottage in my wall fan diffuser, and this is done. Like there's nothing left, and I don't really want cinnamon with my pink coconut. So all done here. And then I went ahead and grabbed one of my kukui and coconut pods to replace with, and it's so perfect. It's so perfect because I have this going 24/7, and then in the morning I remember coming up and I'm like, it's so good. So then I plugged in the pink coconut, and it was just so dang good. Love it. Okay, what else? So also, okay, and I'm not really sure why, but I just have some pods that I didn't like take anything out from, and I can't remember exactly where this was from. No, I put this in our guest room. That's what it was. I had a wall fan diffuser that I wasn't currently using, that I had just put away, and I have this going in our guest bedroom, which is Squeeze the Day. So I didn't have any pods to remove from it. So just have Squeeze the Day going in there. Speaking of Squeeze the Day, went ahead and finished up some Make a Splash pods that were actually in my husband's office and replaced with Squeeze the Day as well. So clean for clean. Hopefully Make a Splash comes back for spring and summer. And then also finished up with some, Dancing Sugar Plums. Finished up with the Dancing Sugar Plums pods and replaced with Polar Bear Hug. perfect for the wintertime for sure. So there you have it. Is that it? That is it. That is everything. That is everything that we have been getting through here in the Rowberry house. I know it's a lot. I have a lot of warmers and we get through a pretty good amount of wax each and every week. So comment down below. Let me know what you have been warming, if you've been doing any mixing. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you stay up to date with all things Scentsy. All right, guys, have an amazing day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.